It was back in the 1870s when the life of band leader C.G. Kahn changed forever. One story says an industrial accident left Kahn unable to play the violin, forcing his attention to the cornet. Another says Kahn was punched in the mouth in a fight with a band member, thereby giving birth to Elkhart's band instrument industry.
He was in a fight and split his lip, and so the story goes, and it made it difficult to play his cornet. So he had a rubber stamp business. He was familiar with sewing machines. Supposedly he made a lathe out of an old sewing machine frame, turned out a mouthpiece. He figured out how to apply the rubber to the mouthpiece and was successful with that.
Kahn created a company that launched Elkhart into its industrial heyday, spawning factories that made musical instruments and putting Elkhart on the map.
It pretty much started with Kahn. He was a musician really before he got into manufacturing, and he teamed up. He brought a lot of skilled workers over from England and France, and pretty much single-handedly started the modern U.S. band instrument manufacturing business.
After 30 years in the band instrument business, Mark Metzler now repairs and restores vintage horns for collectors and musicians. Metzler just finished repairing a 1912 Elkhart cornet for veteran horn player Lou Green. On his first night of the 2009 Elkhart Jazz Festival, Lou got to try it out in public for the very first time with his son's group, Jeff Green's International Jazz Band.
It either feels right or it doesn't. If it feels right, it's good. If it doesn't feel right, it's on eBay. That's what happens these days.
Making and restoring horns is an intense process, very hands-on. But those who shape them and those who play them develop an intimate connection.
It's like a pair of shoes. It has to be right for you. You can't. All the specs can look good in a catalog, but when you order the shoes through the mail and put them on, they may not be what you expect. So musicians a lot of times will go through a number of horns and find one that just fits them really well, and eventually they come to feel that that's part of their sound. Making
a connection with the horn in a city with a rich musical history.
It's a musical instrument town. This is the mecca of it. Now the world has changed, and some of the things have changed, but you know, the history lives on. Every player I know on the face of the earth has always played a Kahn instrument of some kind or the other.
At the 2009 Elkhart Jazz Festival, I'm Robert Borelli for eTruth.com.
Thank you.